and false god is Samael, which means the blind god, which he earned when he claimed, "I am God, and there is no other." But by announcing this, he suggested to his angels, the ones with him, that there is another God. For if there were no other God, of whom would he be jealous? Now, where have I seen that? Oh yeah, Isaiah 45. He says it 6 times. Now keep that in mind. The Saturn 6. And I guess we're just going to ignore the fact that in Isaiah 45:3, right above all that, it says, "And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places." Now, on to the creation of Adam, who, by the way, wasn't the first human. It was just the false god and first ruler's first human. But anyway, on to the text. "And Yaldabaoth said to his authorities with him, Come, let us create this human being after the image of God, with a likeness to ourselves, so that this human image may give us light." I think I've definitely heard that before, just, conveniently worded a little different. Moving further down the text, "Let us call it Adam, so that its name may give us power and light." And the archons began to create. Here's where it gets a little more familiar. Adam receives the spirit and life. All of the angels and demons work together until they fashion the physical body. But for a long time their creation did not stir or move at all. We're familiar with this part, but not the full story. Check this out. When the mother, Sophia, wanted to take back the power that she had relinquished to the first ruler, Yaldabaoth, she prayed to the All-Father, and with a sacred command, sent down 5 luminaries and advised him so that they might recover the mother's power. They told him, "Breathe some of your spirit into the face of Adam, and the body will rise." He breathed his spirit into Adam. The spirit is the power of his mother, but he did not realize this because he lives in ignorance. The mother's power went out of Yaldabaoth and into the physical body that had been made to be like the One, who is from the beginning. The body moved and became powerful and was enlightened. At once, the rest of the powers became jealous, although Adam came into being through all of them, and they gave their power to him. Adam was more intelligent than the creators and the first ruler, and when they realized that he was more enlightened than they, thought more clearly than they, and was stripped of all evil, they took him and threw him into the lowest part of the entire material realm, a prison which keeps the soul trapped in what we call matter, on the imprisonment of humanity. Now when the archons looked up and saw that Adam's ability to think was greater, they devised a plan with the whole throng of the archons and angels. And they took fire, earth, water, and combined them with the 4 winds. The rulers brought Adam into the shadow of death so that they might produce his figure again, but this time from earth, water, fire, and the spirit that comes from matter, that is, from the ignorance of darkness, and their own phony spirit.
His prison is the first one created by the false god, the human body, flesh and bone, the strongest and most sacred bindings in nature.
This figure is the cave for remodeling the body that the criminals put on the human, the fetter or chains, binds of forgetfulness. Adam became a mortal person, the first to descend and become estranged. The archons took Adam to paradise. Again, paradiso means enclosure, prison. And they said eat, meaning do so leisurely. The first ruler wanted to recover the power he had passed on to Adam. So he brought a deep sleep onto Adam, though not as Moses wrote. This deep sleep was a loss of sense.
Did you know that the first Matrix was designed to be a perfect human world, where none suffered, where everyone would be happy? And it was a disaster. No one would accept the program. Entire crops were lost.
Thus the first ruler said through his prophet,